Hello, it's Jay here and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're carrying on with the options menu and we're going to begin with the variables. So we're going to change this one, options active, and at the minute it's private. We're going to change that to a public static bool. And we're also going to change the temp current position to a public static also. So let's just change those. We're just going to save that off. We're going to come to the main menu script now. And we had two if blocks that we commented out in the last video. We can now go ahead and uncomment those. And as you can see, it's now working. So let's have a look. We need to create a couple more variables. I'll just put these at the bottom for now. We're going to create a private bool underscore main options active defines if the main options are active. So this variable, obviously we're going to have subsections, so one for graphics, audio, and that is what this variable is for, to see if we are in that selection before we dive into the sub. But again, don't worry if you don't quite understand it. It will make sense as we complete the rest of the script. I'm just going to set that true on startup, because we always want to start in the main selection. And we'll create another variable. So we'll make this a public int for now. Selected main options button. And we can make that equal to 0. Defines the selected GUI button. And then we'll come down and I'll create this after the late update. So I'll create type private string. So this wants to be an array, so we need to open and close the square type of brackets. And we're going to say underscore main options button is going to equal a new string, an array. So open and close these square brackets and open and close brackets again. You do need to close the line off after the last close bracket. Inside the brackets we'll put little quote marks, and inside we'll say underscore game options, come to the end and we'll add a comma. Next one, display options, graphics options, audio options, and finally we'll put credits. So credits is there for I know some of you will be using packages where you have to credit the creator of those packages. So this will give you an option to include that within the game. No comma after credits, comma after all the others, but not the last one. And now we'll come below and we'll create a private void, and we'll name this main options button press. So this is going to make sure that our GUI works the same as it did in the main menu. So just like before, GUI, and we want the focus control, we're going to open and close brackets. We'll close that line off. Inside the brackets, main options button, so this naming convention we've just created there. Open and close the square types of brackets, and inside that we're going to put selected main options button. So with that, we'll come below, we'll say switch, open and close brackets, inside the brackets, selected main options button. Come to the end, we'll open and close again. And we begin with case 0. So we want the colon, not semicolon as we had before. And we want to print open and close brackets, close that line off, inside the brackets, quote marks, and we're going to say button 1. And then we want to break. And of course, to make this easy, we'll just copy and paste this in 4 times. And then we'll just change that out. Case 1 will be button 2, case 2, button 3, and so on. So let's just quickly fill those out. Okay, with that in place, let's just save that off there. We'll get rid of the empty line. And we're going to have void options window that we created. We're going to come to that function. And this needs to come at the bottom of the function. And we'll create an if block, open and close brackets. Main options button active, double equals true, come to the end, we'll open and close brackets, and then we'll come back and fill in the comment. So we'll just say if main options active equals true, and we'll use GUI dot, and we'll use begin group, open and close brackets, new rect, open and close brackets again, inside the brackets, temp current position, comma, we're going to use screen dot height, divide by 6f again. You may want to change this. I probably will end up changing it at some point, but again, this is just while we get things up and running. You will always need to experiment with these values. So let's have a look. Yep, I did put the comma after the 6, and then we're going to say options. Let's have a look. Options button width. So I'm just going to come to the actual game manager script. Let's have a look. So options menu should inherit from the games manager. So we'll try that again. Options button width plus, and we want to open and close brackets, and we're going to again use screen.width divided by 2, and yeah, we can do this all within the same brackets. We'll open and close brackets again, and then we'll use underscore options button width divided by 2, comma after the 2 close brackets, so there should have been 4, and then we're going to use underscore options button height times 5, because we have 5 buttons, plus open and close brackets again. So we want the options button offset, so there'll be 4 gaps between those 5 buttons. So we'll times by 4, and we'll close that line off. So this is just positioning at the height, the width. So these act as dimensions. So we're saying we're going to start this at half the screen plus half the button width. So it should draw centrally. And as I said, the height, we have 5 buttons with 4 gaps between them. So with that said, let's get this into the comments. Begin GUI group. And we're going to use at this position. So that is going to be the position for the width. And that is for the height. So here, let's put this into the comments. So we're going to say by this dimension, and again in brackets I'm going to put width, and the dimensions for the height. So this is where we are beginning the group. So all our buttons will take place within this group here, and we'll pick this up in the very next video, because I think this is a good place to leave it now. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.